How's that for a kick? Where it hurts. Because it's like, no, wait a minute. According to everything I've been told in agriculture, this should be my worst piece of farmland.
You hadn't figured out how to free up the nutrients. They were all there. I'm sure, I'd assume when it flooded, lack of oxygen. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Compaction.
Yeah.
Compaction from water. Ben talks a lot about weight of water sitting on dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm, implemented strip till and carbons and, fulvics back heavily into the plan. Not a lot of fertility. Trying to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional about my applications of fertility so as to not overfeed biology super quick. Anyway, I don't know. I know you're sitting here like, I'm not surprised.
I think everyone this year should go into it treating every piece of ground they farm this year like it's a 1-year lease. Like that turned out to be more profitable than anything and give me the best return.
How do you, without diving into how do you make a profit in 2025, which we are going to get to, but in the next podcast, because I'm developing and trying to keep us on track. So cover crops, then what, Stroberg?
Man, that was a while ago.
So I know it was. So you're implementing cover crops to add carbon.
Can I tell one story about my summer cover?
Maybe. Yes.
The younger guy that has cattle out there, he says they haven't touched the protein and they haven't touched the mineral. You want to talk about a balanced system, Mother Nature will tell us what's going on out there.
Well, that just wrecks the cattle guys' worlds.
Why is that?
Well, wait a minute. They're not touching. Why? Are animals getting more nutrients out of the plants? Really.
Have to be.
Aren't we? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing is plants are supposed to transfer nutrients to a living animal. Well, why do cows eat all the time? Oh, I've wondered that. Do they feed all the time because they have to eat so much volume to get the nutrients they need?
Correct.
I don't know. Our cow hay consumption goes down. You turn them out on a cover crop on a balanced soil, feed goes way down. Guys are like, well, they're eating the cover crops. Well, I don't know. Yeah,
they're getting more balanced diet.
Yeah, it is a more balanced diet.
You want to talk about human health? You see that from
a
cow.
I do.
You see that from a cow. That is what people are consuming. Would you want to eat that cow or the one that's at the truck begging for more food?
For more corn.
More food. I really think, this has been a pretty big topic, health, human health, stuff like that, what we eat. I think the biggest thing that they could implement is a summer cover crop program.
Okay.
They could pay. There's a ton of money. We know there's a ton of money for all these different programs.
Is there? I'm back to newbie farmer here.
Well, anytime there's a disaster, when we go out and decide to raise corn or soybeans, like we always get paid for it. So if we were wanting to change human health the fastest, let's put money towards a summer cover. Let's not only change the soil nutrition that way, but then your animals will also eat it.
So basically, if shift an incentive program over to grazing cover crops,
just growing them, because then your next crop, say you go and plant wheat behind that, that's going to be more nutrient dense.
Yeah, but we have to develop a market that values quality over volume. We get paid on bushels.
Correct.
How do we offset that, Stroberg? I know you've thought about this.
Well, it'd be implementing something to pay farmers to put that into effect, just like they pay farmers to put a lot of different things into effect, or for disasters.
Okay. So, Stroberg's planting cover crops. Going in, what's your plan for 2025?
My soybeans, I'll plant green. At least that's the plan.
Okay.
We got to adapt. Sometimes it gets too wet. Sometimes it gets too dry.
So how have you implemented adaptability onto your operation?
Just by going out and seeing how things look, just by looking at the forecast and knowing what's to come.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not set in any one way of what I'm going to do.
Did you used to be?
I just did it by the book.
Okay.
This is when you spray. Like, no matter if there's weeds out there growing, you better get out there and you better spray. You better get out and put your residual down. No matter if there's...
I feel like this is like a key moment in the podcast where I'm like trying to unearth here the part where Stroberg changed and became a different farmer. Like, you did what you were told to do, and then you had your farmer identity crisis that a lot of us go through. And then you turned it to, how do I observe?
It's probably after 1 year of really cutting the dry spread, sticking biology in furrow, cutting my nitrogen, and raising the best crop I'd ever raised.
I mean, that would
and be like,
I think that would help.
Okay.
Everything I knew.
Yeah, I think we probably need to reevaluate everything we're doing here.
Did you feel scammed by Big Ag?
Like I said, I'm just happy I was able to learn.
Guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.